This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Got his man in the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Moss. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Moore. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And they tried to sneak the draw in there, and the defense was not fooled.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't fooled. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Fakes to grab. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Moss. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds us back in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. There's the pressure. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun 1st half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going to the run to start this second half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Brought down at the 43-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding going around.
The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Moss. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This has been a dominant performance by the Clemson defense. They have kept the offense in reverse all day. The great defensive legends would be proud.
Oh, they would be stoked. I mean, just to have a complete performance. The defensive line shutting down the run, making sure you can't get any kind of run game going in the secondary, being locked down, linebackers flying around. It's been a complete performance, and it's been complete domination.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Caught close to the marker. It's Stewart. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Moss. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They just keep firing. Grab near the marker. It's Collins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today, and hey, who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.